Cawl and Sedaine, Sedaine and Cawl. The two merged and fought like competing currents in a turbulent sea. Both indivisible, yet clearly at war. A paradox in the making. Cawl remembered. Sedaine remembered. They both saw what the other saw, and felt what the other felt. The prescribed technologies of Diachemes, so innocuously housed in the casings of the room, purred and hummed, pulling upon the hidden dimension of the warp. Cawl knew then that this was no simple merging of the minds, but a blending of the souls. Consequently, he felt, as Sedaine felt, a growth in power alongside a diminishment of individuality. Sedaine was old. So many years had passed since he had first encountered the master of mankind, that they ceased to have a meaning beyond marks on a calendar. Cawl had lived a fraction of that time. The depths of Sedaine's knowledge and experience were such that Cawl's brilliant but young mind was swamped by Sedaine's, swallowed up like a tear in a downpour. "I am sorry. I am sorry," Sedaine thought, and so Cawl thought. Sedaine meant it. His intentions were pure, after a fashion, and his sorrow hurt Cawl as if it were his own. For now it was, as were all his memories, and his knowledge, and his power. It was too much, too much, too much. Cawl was dwindling away, absorbed by the being of Sedaine. "I am sorry," said Sedaine. Bang! Somewhere, somewhen, a sheet of metal clashed upon a rock. Like a drowning man, Cawl grasped for it, though in the raging storm of their merging souls, it might as well have dashed him to pieces. Bang! Cawl opened his eyes, Sedaine's eyes. He was on the bridge in the other mountains far from the Alapi. Centuries separated the two memories. But memory is wise to time's illusion, and nothing separated them at all. One room was exited, and another entered. "Belisarius Cawl," said the Emperor. Confused by the name, Sedaine looked upon his hands. They were old and veined already. Decades of war lay between this moment and the moment that saw Cawl and Sedaine inside the engines of Diachemes. Another room in time, another door that could be opened at will by the speaker. "My name is Ezekiel Sedaine," said Sedaine. "For now," agreed the Emperor. The Emperor was by his side at the bridge's parapet. Cawl, or was it Sedaine, trembled as he looked upon him. But he appeared unremarkable, as he often did. His long hair was tied back. He wore a scientist's white, crisp garb. He was not tall, nor was he short. He was handsome, but not outrageously so. Slight, but not thin. An unremarkable being, were it not for the terrifying sense of power that radiated from him. As untamed as the heart of a star. Sedaine felt fuzzy. The working of time demands that memories of the future be hard to hold. And they slipped away. Why had he come out there? "To rest," he said aloud. But he did not remember what he was doing before he came to the bridge. "You are the Emperor," said Cawl, or Sedaine, or both of them. "I am," said the Emperor. "Am I meeting you?" "You have met me many times, Belisarius," said the Emperor, "but not as—" He frowned a frown on Sedaine's face. It was a younger face, but still old. "But not as me, in a manner of speaking." The Emperor looked at him sidelong. "In another manner, you are Ezekiel Sedaine, and always have been. And Cawl is a fragment, an artifact left behind by a desperate man's attempt to stay alive." This hasn't happened yet, said Cawl. When is this? Every moment, no moment. A moment gone. Nothing ever passes, not truly, but goes only beyond notice. Ah, said Cawl, or Sedane. You are free of this, is that so? No one is free of time, said the Emperor. Not even me. As long-lived as I am, it is ironic that the one thing I lack is time. The Emperor frowned. There is never enough. Is this a dream within a dream? A dream remembered? Or did this really happen? Asked Cawl. The Emperor laughed. It was a sound as terrible as avalanches thundering down mountainsides. Is there any difference between those things? Are you always this frustratingly gnomic? Said Cawl. Because, to be frank, it is a little disappointing. The Emperor laughed again, with genuine mirth. I do like you, Belisarius, though many do not. But it is not your duty to be popular. It is to be important. Every dream is a reality somewhere. Know this, Belisarius Cawl. I will need you. You will think you have betrayed me. You will not in the end. What are you talking about? You're the Messiah. I could never betray you. You will, said the Emperor sadly. But you will be right to. You will not again. Does Sedane remember this conversation? Foresight is not a steady friend, Belisarius. One day it may strike with startling clarity. For centuries it is only a feeling. This is a good day. Did this really happen? The Emperor smiled again. Am I really here? Bang! The metal hit the stone. Their fight was not over, and never would be.